Hey guys, my name is Trofort Wilson, and here's another photo shoot breakdown. Alright guys, so for this photo shoot I got to work with a cycling company called Cycmode, which is a cycling studio based in Chicago, and they just opened up their branch here in Atlanta. Now, this shoot was very fun, but it was also very tricky because one of the highlights of this cycling studio is they have a projector wall behind their trainers. So whenever you're in your cycling class, you either get scenic backgrounds or you get music videos just to add to the ambience of this cycling class. Now, when it came to shooting promotional images for it, it was very, very tricky because whenever you're shooting with a projector wall and you want to actually light your subject, you have to be very mindful and very cautious of your lights not whiting out the projector wall behind them. So for this photo shoot, instead of using strobes, I decided to use continuous lights. So instead of using my strobes, I had my Nanlites aimed towards the subject away from the background. On one of them I had a diffuser on it just so that I was able to dim the brightness a little bit so that it wasn't whiting out the projector wall, and then the other one I just had it on one of its lowest powers just to add a nice feel. I still wanted to keep the nice moodiness of the actual cycling studio, but I just need a little bit of light just to add a little punch so you can actually see the trainers, you can see the definition in their bodies, you can see their act. Primarily I love using strobes whenever shooting action shots, but in a situation like this it was great to use my continuous lights because while they were doing their motion, I was able to still use my continuous shutter without having to worry about blowing out a fuse or waiting for my lights to recycle in time, because instead of it flashing like strobes, it was actually a continuous light and it actually looked nice and natural. So if you were to ask me which I prefer, strobes or continuous lights, at first I would have said strobes, but now that I've been using continuous lights a little bit more within my fitness and my action shoots, it really is just dependent upon what the scenario or what your situation is that you're actually lighting. So, and I would definitely recommend to you guys, if you have continuous lights, if you've ever tried using them, play around with them. You just never know what lighting scenario will work best, and the more that you get experience with using strobes versus continuous lights, you'll actually really be able to make a better decision moving forward. Alright, so that's just my 2 cents in regards to using continuous lights. So I hope that it was helpful, and be on the lookout for the next one.